Have you guys ever wondered what it really takes to win a match? It's not always about good technique and hitting the ball necessarily harder than your opponent and hitting winners. And this is the case in college tennis a lot. Problem solving is a huge part in tennis, and especially in college tennis, as we're not able to warm up against our opponents. So it's about adapting and problem solving. So in today's video, that's what we're going to be talking about. What's up everyone, Katie from MB Tennis. Hope you guys are doing great today. Today we are going to be talking about problem solving in a recent experience that I had on court playing one of our conference matches that really exposes this kind of, not necessarily issue, but theme of problem solving and adapting kind of to survive out there. Because when we're playing college tennis or any match sometimes, you got to problem solve out there. So there's definitely some tips and tricks that I'm going to be sending your way in this video that we're going to be talking about, and I hope you enjoy it. But before we jump into the video, please like and subscribe. We've got a lot of subs coming in here. Let's keep it going. We're on our way to 10,000. That is the goal. And also feel free to use the super thanks button. Anything helps, but no pressure at all. So in a recent match, we were playing against St. Mike's University, and like I just mentioned earlier, in college tennis, you do not get to warm up against your opponents in singles or doubles. So after the doubles is over, you're out there in your singles court and you don't know what strengths, weaknesses your opponent has. You don't know what he's going to try and do against you. So that's what I mean by you needing to adapt. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you guys the match that I played against this guy at number 4 singles and show you what I was able to figure out and how it was actually a little bit of a struggle for the first part of the match, but how I was able to use those problem solving skills and then use it to my advantage, which ended up making me win the match. So let's go. All right, so if we start here at 5-3, like I said, in college tennis, you do not get the opportunity to warm up against your opponent. So you kind of have to figure it out, and sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it goes well also. So as you guys can see, 5-3, 15 all here. My opponent that I'm playing in this match was extremely crafty. It was honestly, I knew that I was, not to sound cocky or anything, but I felt like I was the better player. But even still, when guys are crafty, it can be very tough to kind of find solutions against these players. This guy really enjoyed and did a good job at coming to the net and hitting the slice, as you guys can kind of see right now in this rally. But had some chances here to really put him away at 5-3. And let's just kind of go through the points, and I'll talk to you guys about what I was kind of feeling and how I was able to find some solutions here at the end of this set. But I was definitely getting pissed off, as you could see at that last point, just because I could kind of feel the pressure a bit, feel like I'm close to closing up the set. 30 all here. As you guys can see, like I said, closes the net very well. Game point here for St. Mike's, closes the net again. And a pretty bad slice there by me. So 5-4, I'm just trying to serve it out here. That's one thing with college tennis, you always have to like stay focused. The guy is always in it because they always have their team behind them, and that's something that's so cool about college tennis. So here he goes, he goes up 40-15 in this game, double break chance, and I dump it in the net. He breaks back 5-5. So now, even at this point, like at the end of the first set, excuse me, we're at the business end here, and I still don't really have a tactic that's like a go-to tactic. And neither does he really, but it's just the fact that you can play 10 games here and it's still tough to have like a go-to tactic because you really don't know the guy's game too well. I knew that he was slicing a bit. I knew that he loved to come to the net. There was nothing that was really working, and I was starting to get upset, as you can see right here, as he goes 40 love up in this game. So now I'm serving in it 5-6. These first few points are pretty bad. I go down love 30, as you guys will see here. though, but just bottom of the net. Bad idea, wrong time. Pissed off. I know how much these next points mean, and now I have just figured something out. And I'll give you guys a second to maybe see what I did figure out. It is on the serve. If you can see maybe where I am serving to and how I'm serving it, and then so I'm able to come back, make it 40-30.
Yes, let's go.
And make a big hold here. So 6-6 in the tiebreaker. There's two things that I was really trying to do. There was one thing on the serve, which I'll elaborate on here in a sec, but also, second of all, make as many balls as possible. Even if they're short once in a while, in tight moments, you just need to make balls. Try and make more balls than the other guy or the other girl. So 1-1 here in the breaker, doing just that, trying to get as many balls in play.
Go.
Go 2-1 up here. Good serve by him. Fast forward to 3-2 here. Another serve there. Out on the return. So as you guys can see, I'm serving a lot of slice serves to the backhand the last few serves, and then I was able to change it up going to his forehand there. And that's one of the things that I figured that he was struggling with that day. I don't know if he struggles with that every day, but this was something with the slice serve out wide that he was kind of struggling with, and I was really able to expose that. Again, just getting as many balls back here. Him hit another one out. I got triple set point here. And boom, bottom of the net. That's a set on 4. So as you guys are just kind of able to see here, those two things that I was really able to kind of tackle, and I was down love 30 on the 6-5 game, trying to stay in it. And I'll tell you, things were not feeling so good inside my head, and I really had to try and lock it in there and find a tactic. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. And I was able to find that slice serve into his backhand. He didn't really like it, and in the tight moments he really didn't enjoy that too much. And then in the tiebreaker, of course, I was getting a lot of balls back. But here's a nice tweener. So yeah, for sure. Getting balls in play, like I just said as well, is also really crucial. And then I also just continued actually both of those tactics quite well here in the second set. And I'm able to really do some damage here in the second set.
Go! Come on! Oh my God. Let's go, come on.
All right, so to wrap it all up here, it is not easy to find a solution, guys. Sometimes it doesn't work and it happens to the best players in the world. Sometimes the best in the world go down 6-3, 6-3, or they're in the Grand Slams and they lose in 4 sets. Sometimes that's just what it is. But good tennis players and great tennis players are able to find solutions to problems. And that's what I was able to do today. I was down 6-5, 30 love, losing my bleep, and I managed to find a crack in his game. And sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't happen, but I just wanted to show you guys how I was able to find that even in the tough moments. So that's why you really got to stay focused in the match and really be thinking like a chess player the whole time. Always thinking. Some of the greatest players in the world, like, you know, Roger, Rafa, Andy Murray is somebody that's really good at finding solutions out on court. We got to think like them. We got to do our best to think like them on court, because it's going to be able to help you guys when you're in those tough situations, and especially when your game isn't necessarily working that day. So if you're playing somebody that's like your kryptonite, or you're playing and you have your C game or your B game, this is especially important to have that chess player mindset in matches, because it's going to be only able to help you. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for stopping by, and we will catch you guys on the next video.